Hello, my friends. Master Sommelier Peter Neptune here with a special Thanksgiving edition of my YouTube channel. And I've got two wines that I chose to go with Thanksgiving dinner and all the weirdness that goes with Thanksgiving dinner. It's not an easy meal to match wines to. And the first rule of thumb, because I'm assuming you've got some turkey, you've got some ham, you got some stuffing, you got cranberry sauce, you got green beans, you got Aunt Mabel's bizarre thing called ambrosia. I don't know what that is. My goodness, it's just a tough meal. And my first rule of thumb, just to tell you right off the bat, is no oak. No new oak. No new oak with Thanksgiving dinner. Save your Cabernet Sauvignon, your big cabs, and your big shards for another meal. We got to go with wine that's going to go with food. And so I've chosen these two wines. I was actually asked by Argo, where my school is at Argo HQ in Costa Mesa, to curate a Master Sommelier selection for their wine club. And this is the Thanksgiving selection. And so I figured I've got it here. Let's talk about it. You can buy these wines at Argo, ARGAUX.com. It's a 2-pack, and it's $50 for the two wines. Really good deal. And I've curated them, and I'm here to talk about them. So what I have here is this really cool producer in the Finger Lakes area of New York State called Forge. And this is a really amazing, here's the wine right here. This is a really amazing project by the great proprietor Louis Baroul of Domaine Chateau Saint-Côme, probably arguably the best producer in Gigondas in France, and Richard Rainey. And they specialize in dry Rieslings. They make a little Cabernet Franc, some Pinot Noir, but I'm especially fond of their Rieslings. And this is their Seneca Lake 2022 Riesling Classique. It's a blend of a couple different vineyards, fermented dry. I'm a big fan of the wine, and Riesling with these Thanksgiving meal kinds of foods is fantastic. It's a great aperitif wine. It goes great with cheese, really great with goat cheese, really good with the cranberry sauce and all the ham and white meat turkey and all of these fun things. So it is a choice of mine at table for many, many years now, and I'm going to take you through the wine. So this is a beautiful, kind of deep lemon color with gold. It's almost bordering on a golden tone. And on the nose, it's just got this fantastic Riesling aroma. It's pronounced. It's showing a little bit of development here. We get that kind of beautiful petrol pine nut aroma that we associate with Riesling. You get this nice acacia blossom. There's some apple, some pear, a lot of lime, which I really expect from Riesling, and this beautiful exotic flower. It's this Hawaiian flower character, I think, like a lei. What are those things called? What are those flowers called? I know they call it I think they call it frangipani in Europe. Is it Plumeria in Hawaii? I think so. It's beautiful, beautiful aroma. And it's just beguiling and makes me want to take a sip, which I'm going to do right now. No oak, by the way. On the palate, dry. This is dry Riesling. There's no residual sugar. Acid, very crisp, very bright, high acidity. Cut through all that food. Cut through everything, make you want to take another bite. Cut through that cranberry sauce. Cut through that stuffing with sausages. You took a bite of a Hawaiian roll and butter. You've got some goat cheese fritters over here. My goodness, this is the wine right here. Dry, high acidity, snappy, bright, makes you want to take another sip. Alcohol is medium. Body is medium. Intensity is pronounced because of its Riesling. And the finish is long and very mineral driven. This is a beautiful wine. It's outstanding. It's just a refreshing wine. It makes me smile because it's got so much vivacity, and brightness to it. And it's just a really wonderful Riesling at the table, not only for Thanksgiving, but for, all kinds of cool things. take this to, crack open a dozen oysters and have at it. So that's just a beautiful wine. Glad to be able to share it with you. So we're dealing with, these wines here, these foods. You might even have some prime rib. You've got honey ham. You've got dark meat turkey. You've got all these things. You need a wine that's got bright red fruit, that's got some spice to it, right? Thanksgiving spices, and this vivaciousness. I think that's the word I was looking for. So I chose the Yalumba Samuel's Collection Barossa Bush Vine Grenache 2022. This is from 70-year-old vines, 70. Yalumba has been family-owned and making wine in the Barossa for 170 years, and they are masters at what they do. These are bush vines. These are gnarly little old bush vines with very low yields of very, very intense fruit. So what do? You vinify each parcel separately. You make sure that you're doing open top fermenters, keeping an eye on things, and then you age in older American and French and even Hungarian hogsheads, which are 300-liter barrels. So you don't get any new oak, but you get the breathing that you have of oak, of air through oak, and letting the wine kind of open up and settle in. And it's just a fantastic bottle of wine that I've always very, very, very much appreciated. So let's check it out. This is a pale ruby. And again, Grenache is a thin-skinned varietal. It's not going to give you a lot of deep color, and this is 100% Grenache. So like in the Côte du Rhône area where you blend in Syrah and Mourvèdre and all these other things with Grenache, here we got 100% Grenache. So it's this kind of pale to maybe barely medium ruby, maybe more medium ruby at the core, fading to a pale ruby. And on the nose, oh my God, pronounced intensity, showing a little bit developing here, but this beautiful red fruit character. Red cherry, red raspberry, strawberry pie. It's ripe fruit, but it's not overripe. It's just this beautiful ripe fruit aroma. There's little hints of clove and licorice over the top. There's a little hint of eucalypt because we're in Australia, and almost all Australian red wines have a little bit of that eucalypt oil character to it. It's got just this wonderful, just this beautiful red fruit intensity with that clove and licorice over the top. Beautiful nose, man. That's a perfume. Also red flowers like hyacinth and even a little bit of grenadine here on the palate. That's gorgeous wine. Bravo, Yalumba. Dry. Acidity medium plus. Tannin medium, chewy, mouth-filling, but you'll love it because the tannin's medium and you could just sip this wine all night long. Alcohol is just high at around 14, maybe 14.5, but it feels great on the palate. Intensity is medium plus to pronounced, and the finish is long. Outstanding wine. It's got old vine mouthfeel, so you can feel the old vine presence on the mouth. What do I mean? There's a lot of dry extract here, which is dissolved solids in the wine, and there's just this plushness and fatness balanced by the acidity of the wine. It's very, very beautiful on the palate, and it's bright and crisp and fruity, and it's just going to be great with a bite of turkey, a bite of cranberry sauce, some stuffing. I got my green beans over here. I got some cornbread, maybe some Hawaiian rolls. Got my good butter, and it's just, these are the perfect wines with Thanksgiving. So you can get them at argo.com. It's $50 for the two of them. I'm sure you can find these elsewhere, wherever you happen to live. A fine wine shop, you might have to hunt around a little bit, but like I said, it's a 2-pack at Argo, and it's the 15th that we're dropping today, and it should give you time to order the wine and get it shipped to you. So these are my curated choices for Thanksgiving, and I think that they're just terrific, and I hope that if you are able to procure them, that you will enjoy them as much as I know I will. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Thanks for watching as always. We'll see you next time.